Pepe here in Ashkelon National Stadium. I am Nate Lapat, and I'm here with Tyler Pepe.
Hello, everyone. Well, we've got opening action here in the women's game. Looks like the blue squad led by Jackie Stoller and Blaine Benson will get us started. Offense working on Sarah Meisler. Staunch defense, allowing almost nothing, but just enough for Stoller to come in. Nate, what did you see on that play?
Wow, that was a great take there, Tyler, by Jackie Stoller. She's on the Tewaaraton watch list here for the women's bubble. Great player, very fast, as you could see on that play. A nice speed move to her strong hand. Buried it low, that's textbook. White's going to have to figure it out if they want to stop that.
Yeah, it's no good there for the White. If they wanted to start strong, they're going to need a little bit more effort here on the face-off from Rachel Rosen.
Let's go, Blonde! Let's go, Blonde! Let's go, Blonde!
And it's drawn and won by Benson.
Oh, and the
sees action stripped away. White's on. And a dangerous play results in a
change
turnover.
of possession. You know, Ty, I got a chance to speak with Rachel Rosen before this game, and she told me that she really wants to win this one.
Well, that sounds like the Rachel Rosen that we know. Right now, hanging back as her defense goes to work. Here's Benson. Works around at Stoller. Trying to build on her early point.
This is a good matchup for Jackie. Would love to see her try to capitalize.
Benson takes a run. Wysocki in her face says no to Stoller.
Little two-man game.
Rolls and finds nothing at the top of the fan. It's out. Here's another drop through. Stoller finds comfort in green space.
Calling her own number.
Sweep on Meisenberg, and that is a second goal.
Like I said before, they're going to have to figure out how to help to that, because Jackie Stoller is quite dangerous off a dodge. They're going to need to send help, send a slide early, because she has quite a first step and is very dangerous with her hands free.
That's Stoller with 2 shots and 2 goals. All in a day's work for the young right-hander.
Going with the change on the face-off here.
Unfamiliar face on the draw. Let's see what she makes of it. And the ball's up.
Who else?
Stoller possesses. In to Stoller and to save. That's like Leighton on the stop.
That's a phenomenal save there, Pepe. Kelly Leighton, an absolute wall in cage. She has really been a standout player here in the bubble.
Absolutely.
One of the premier goalies in women's lacrosse.
Now it's McKellen, McDonough, working on offense to Rosen, and Rosen puts it over. Absolute gem of a play, right over keeper Shayna Hecht. Nate, when this offense works like this, they're nearly unstoppable. That's what was missing at the start of that first quarter.
Let me tell you, those two are very dangerous. Rachel Rosen and Mac the Stunner McDonough. That combo, if they get hot, could be dangerous.
Well, and dangerous they were, scoring on their first possession. And Ha and Rosen talked through the strategy here on another face-off. That time it worked, the change-up for White. Let's see if they keep at it. And here comes the tip. The 4th in our game so far. It's up. And out. Looks like that's going to be played by White.
And we have a redraw. There's a little bit of nuance in this rule here. So we're going back to the face-off X to redraw, if you will.
All right, back to the drawing board. It's probably what you should have said, Nate. But the fans at home won't care. They'll be watching this later on YouTube Live. We're also simulcasting on WASK, the beat of Ashkelon. And stay tuned after this broadcast for a follow-up episode, the post-game show, and a turnover. Looks like we're brought down into the offensive zone for Blue. Blue will be working again from the X, pushing, seeing nothing except a face full of stick from Layton.
I told you, she is a tough goalie to beat. You're going to need to have better shots than that to score on her.
She breaks out, jumps, tries to anticipate the snap there, doesn't. Ball's out. And we're going to call that a push.
We have a free po here.
Offensive set for Blue. Could be another. Stoller beat her.
Up the post. That would have been a dangerous Stoller-to-Stoller connection there. I heard they can actually read each other's minds at times.
I heard they can actually read each other's minds also. Nate. There's an interception by Wysocki. Defensive stalwart turning and mishandles the play. Blue steps in. And Blue works around the upper fan. Stoller working. Tremendous field vision.
And I believe we're lining up for another free po here. White did a great job defending the first one. Let's see if they can replicate that here.
Play resumes. Ball with Benson. She's staring down the keeper, and will she get one off? Absolutely does, but it's a high-to-high, and Layton stands low-to-high. Stuffed on the crease again, looking to be a specialty on the menu for this goaltender.
I tell you, that's her another save for her today. She is playing great so far in this first quarter. Came out hot.
That stick check means it's going to be White on offense, continuing to carry. Wysocki with the full carry. Dean to McDonough. Rosen working off ball. There's Gittleman. Gittleman in front, and she gets one. Slams it past. Have you seen that one yet? Absolutely not. Reese Gittleman. The girl's got her own fan page, and it's going to have a few more followers after that. Three to the net.
Let me tell you there, Pep. That was phenomenal off-ball offense there by White. We saw McDonough surveying the field. Rachel Rosen set a phenomenal off-ball screen. And Reese cut hard off of it, got a great feed and capitalized.
Well, that's exactly the type of play we've come to expect out of Gittleman. You know, she loves to get as close to the crease as possible before she scores. And official Ryan Wallace on the draw. And possessed by Benson. Gets it to Stoller. Familiar faces handling in blue. Backed up against. It's Gittleman, this time back on D. Ball's at the X. Working to Stoller. Clearly the leader on offense. And a linchpin for this blue scoring machine.
You know, I've heard comparisons from Jackie Stoller, such as Michael Sowers, as we can see with the great feed there.
Layton with another stop. It's not going to matter against shots like that for this keeper. Clear comes up the field. It's Rosen. Uninterrupted, rushing up the field, then swims through the defense. Finding on crease, and that one is stuffed. That was McDonough Stop by Heck.
That's another great feed there by Rachel Rosen. Coming out strong. She's looking real good so far early in the
Abby
first quarter.
Stoller carrying the cross. D'd up immensely by McDonough. And here's Meisenberg. Coming across, Meisenberg. Making it look easy. She didn't quite move the ball fast enough. We'll have a stop and pop. It's Gittleman again. Finds the follow, McDonough. And referee Ryan Wallace will call another stop and play. It looks like this time it's McDonough.
Free toe.
Gives it to the hot hand. Gittleman to McDonough. Lets it fly, and it's past Hecht. A possession. We'll stay with White. White works. Rosen.
Oh.
Through, and there's a flag up. And yet another stoppage in play. White with the restart and the ball. Whistling, let's see if we get a quick take. Swims and finds green space. Might want another. It's Rosen. Looking to feed backside to McDonough. McDonough with the finish and buried.
We warned you, those two are dangerous combination when they get going. Rachel Rosen sees the field like no other. Her comparisons to Magic Johnson. Truly great field vision. And a great finish by Mac the Stunner McDonough.
Rosen and Magic, lots of comparisons there, on and off the court. Rosen is an esteemed entrepreneur and ambassador to the game. Here we are again with another draw to start. The ball back into play. And it's corralled by Stoller, who manages to stay out of bounds. Benson corrals the loose ball.
They have transition here, Pep.
Unclean that throwaway. It's McDonough. Now racing. She's got Applebaum all over.
Benson with a lot of ground balls here in this first quarter. She's playing very well.
Benson makes it to Hecht and to safety. Three-two action here in the first. Blue settling back and making decisions. Hopefully that won't hurt him. There's Stoller to Benson.
Jackie with a good matchup behind. I would look to utilize that.
Missed opportunity on the pick and back down to Jackie Stoller. Jackie with the inside roll. Coming, quick finish, and that's absolutely top shelf. Couldn't have drawn it up any better. Nate, what did you see on that play?
Well, like I said, she had a great matchup from behind, and with speed like that, you're going to need to help her early. It's her third goal, just off one-on-one dodges. Very dangerous, making a strong case for the Tewaaraton here in the first quarter.
At the very least, an MVP candidate early in this contest, as we're knotted up at threes. Shalocious, if you will.
This face-off is brought to you by Coach Morty's Bait Seam.
That's right, Nate. Coach Morty's Bait Seam. Soft or hard-boiled, you can never go wrong with Bait Seam from your Uncle Morty.
What up, Lone?
And I hear next season they're working on an even better slogan than that. Face-off is up, drawn, and corralled by Blue. Blue making an advance. A spin inside, a rip, and it's off the leg of Layton.
It's another great save there by Kelly.
Layton with tremendous feet on that play.
Layton has had everybody's number in this first quarter except for Jackie, it seems.
Well, let's see if White makes a little bit of a strategy adjustment and tries to bracket Stoller. You know, she has a hard time when she's shackled by the defense. Here's Gittleman. Spun to Rosen. Threw to Osaki, didn't like the look. Had someone all over her.
I tell you, it's Wasaki with the free po, but that was all set up by Rachel Rosen with a great feed.
Oh, Wasaki will take the ball. Coming in through the wing. She'll have trailers, no doubt. Feeds to the X. Backside look. Is it there? Absolutely is. You love to see great play like that off of a restart, don't you, Nate?
That was beautiful ball movement. Tic-tac-toe, if you will. Great feed by Mac Listana McDonough and a great finish.
That's right, McDonough racking up a few points here early in the contest. Absolutely what she's known for. Comes the opening face-off. Right to Jackie Stoller. That's the way, she likes it. Blue back on offense. Nate, these face-offs are critical in a game as tight as this. What did you see there out of Stoller on that loose ball recovery?
You know, that's a great ground ball, and off the draws, the ground ball is really important because you need the ball to score goals. And I even heard from Ref Wallace before this game that the team that scores more goals will win. So clearly the ground balls are vital to getting a victory.
You heard it there, folks. You can't score without the ball. And more goals for your team means you beat the other team. I wish it were that simple, Nate. I think I'd still be out there.
Well, Ty, back in your day, I don't even think they kept score.
Well, it wasn't worth it because with me in the net, there wasn't very much of that happening very often. Now, be sure to join us tomorrow for my Hall of Fame presentation and gold jacket ceremony. Brought to you by Tom's of Maine. Tom's of Maine toothpaste, the Gross toothpaste. And speaking of Gross, a save by Layton as keeping her and the rest of this White team pearly and in the game.
Right to Rosen, dangerous pushing transition here. She has Grace open in the middle of the field.
Rosen, as time ticks down, 5 seconds.
Bean flicks the ball inside.
And it's to no avail. She did her best, but no one was coming there. And that offensive possession ends in just a little bit of disappointment. We won't see a tying goal. Instead, it's White carrying a 4-3 lead over the girls in blue.
That first quarter was brought to you by the...
All right, and we are back to the future and where we're going, Nate. We won't need roads because we are in Ashkelon, here at Ashkelon Stadium in Ashkelon Park.
Yeah, and I tell you, White is going to need to figure out a way to stop Jackie Stoller. She has been quite dangerous here. That's the biggest adjustment I see moving forward for the White team.
Now, absolutely correct there as Benson gets yet another GB. She has been excellent on the face-off wings. And we'll have a quick stoppage in play and reset on head official Ryan Wallace. Blue working the X. Benson. Backside, there's Stoller again.
Always dangerous if she has the ball.
Sees a look, doesn't love it, finds a quick one, but a great stick check.
Showing how dangerous she can be as a feeder, not just as a scorer. Great look there from Stoller.
Lots of backs to balls. Let's see if this works in a one-on-one, and it doesn't. There's Stoller. Stoller dodging with a head up, looking for somebody backside.
You know, I tell you, I believe we're seeing a lot of switches here, almost like a zone defense.
Let's see what this pick looks through. It's on McDonough, and definitely some help from Rosen. And a clean pick, and that's going the other way. Rosen with an esteemed check.
Dangerous here in transition, watch out.
Nobody against her all the way. That's Rachel Rosen. Absolute rocket from start to finish.
You know, that looked like Magic Johnson on the Showtime Lakers pushing transition there, as she's a favorite to win the Tewaaraton.
I tell you, Nate, if there was a backboard, she could have alley-ooped it to herself on that slam dunk.
Why Snelly?
That was goaltender Liel Hassan on the field getting her first action. I'm sure Liel's going to snap into this game. Everybody knows that Liel is a big-time game performer, and if you look at her now, she has certainly not lost focus after that goal. Blue expects to be tough on defense this go-round. And the ball is up and out. White on the draw. Looks to have the advantage.
Another ground ball from Benson. She has been a vacuum this game.
Benson, you're absolutely right, Nate, has been like glue to that ball on the faceoff. Here's Applebaum.
Another takeaway check by Rosen and a ground ball.
A little careless going through three. Now will be Applebaum on her way back. Helped out with a stick check. That one's rolling to net. And there's Meisenberg on to possess. Gilman. Not sure what the official sees there, but we've got a stoppage in play and a White restart. White working. Backside looks are there. The strength of that blue defense is on the outside, and what did I tell you, Nate? That is Liel with an easy stop.
You were all over that one, I gotta say, Pepe.
All over that, just like Liel. And here's a White ball back on through.
Huge ground ball by Jackie Stoller.
With numbers. Back to Abby Stoller. Flips to Jackie, who's got someone on and unbothered by it. Blue on the reset. Blue working. Continuously going to that X spot. Will they feed backside yet again? This time Stoller looks to feed. And an absolute stunner of a take.
Annabelle with a great shot there. Had her hands free and just let it rip. I tell you, Pep, gotta get the hands. That was a bullet of a shot.
You don't see a lot of snipes like that in this game, Nate, but that was an absolute howitzer.
I'm watching you, Blue!
And Nate, I don't think that there's a goalie in the league that can stop a shot like that.
I agree. And here she goes right back to the X to take the draw. Really doing it all. Draws, goals. See if she can win this one against the talented Rachel Rosen.
like it was no advantage there, and maybe we'll redraw.
Let's go, Blonde. Show us what you got.
Do it again, Rach. Do it again.
White will look to do the same thing here on a cleaner draw.
There we go, baby.
Rosen up and out.
Great
Gittleman.
ground ball by Gittleman.
Back through to Rosen. Wow, the head fake has that defender spinning into the turf.
Mac with the feed.
And another big stop by Liel. Applebaum, the one-woman clear, right through. Might take it all the way, but gives it.
Brooke Applebaum, Jeans Applebaum with truly a great clear. And
It sets up an offensive possession that ended quickly with a goal for Blue. The work starts on D, you work right over, and that is the way the Cat plays the fiddle, Nate, isn't it?
sure is. I love listening to Cat play fiddle as they tie the game up here at 5. This has been a very competitive match the whole way, and I expect it to stay close as both teams really firing on all cylinders.
I tell you, that was a huge save in net by Liel. Now, everybody knows that Liel was the 2019 Israel Lacrosse Association's Woman of the Year. Liel is a leader on and off the field. Right now, she's doing some of her best work in the crease. And ball is possessed by Rosen.
This is dangerous.
Oh, and White loses the opportunity. It was McDonough working to Gittleman, trying just a little too hard.
Gittleman would have scored there. She is a great finisher around the crease.
And here is Liel in the cage looking to clear. She's got pressure. A long bounce pass gets intercepted.
Abby Stoller, another very talented player we haven't gotten to talk too much about yet this game.
Changing momentum with speed. Stoller always quick as soon as the ball hits her stick.
I tell you, she will heat up. It's just a matter of when.
And here's her counterpart, Jackie Stoller.
Directing the offense. Really a quarterback with the ball behind.
Working patiently, no trouble. Oh, that was an acrobatic catch by Abby as she fell to the ground. She may have gotten pushed. I know she landed in the crease. Looks like that's going to be a restart. Blue, I'll tell you, they worked hard to earn this possession.
I tell you, that was a great Stoller to Stoller look there. Here's Abby on the free throw where she is very dangerous. And what did I tell you? A goal from Stoller. I told you it was only a matter of time before she heats up.
That was a true rip. I mean, you were not kidding. When Abby Stoller gets into the kitchen, she heats up real fast.
That is true.
She is like a microwave, that girl.
Right there. Abby Stoller, you know, I've gotten a chance to get to know her here in the winter bubble, and she truly has a phenomenal work ethic. Always putting in the extra time. Very clear on that play.
It pays off. She is burning, baby, burning through the defense on plays like that. Applebaum gets the face-off win. Swinging some violent face dodges. She's clear to the crease.
Good defense there by Meisenberg, deterring her.
That looked like it was picked off. Rosen goes cross field. Right to the middle, and it's through and past Liel Assayad. Not the greatest play back on defense. Not much you can do there when you've got an offensive player that's marching right down, can you, Nate?
No, you cannot. And that is her second goal of the game there. White, very dangerous in transition with McDonough and Rosen. As you saw, the big cross field pass there by Rosen to McDonough, then in for the assist. I tell you, they are a dangerous offense, especially in transition.
That was some elegant passing there by the gals in white. And here comes face-off number 14 in this contest.
Another one
Ball is up.
picked up by Benson.
Who else but Benson? And a shot on goal is errant. It'll be retained by blue. In and through. That was the connection we keep talking about. Staller to Staller. And I'll tell you what, they didn't stall in getting that, Nate, did they?
I'll tell you, Pep, no, they didn't. A great feed there from Jackie and a great finish by her sister, Abby. I tell you, they are rolling now, steamrolling right through this defense. Stoller is cooking up in the kitchen.
Face-off again. This one looks like to be the first face-off taken by McDonough. It's up, and McDonough wins it to herself. It'll be to Rosen, to Gittleman, and she slams one down on the crease. Who else? It's Reese.
I tell you, she is a phenomenal finisher around the crease. We've said it before, and I'm sure we'll say it again. She is dangerous. Another phenomenal feed by Rachel Rosen. We keep talking about that field vision. And I tell you, it keeps putting goals away for White.
Oh, and you look at the positivity coming from White after that offensive possession. They won't control, but wow, some really aggressive play down on the sideline by Ha. Quick start and stop. Blues coming down. And referee Ryan Wallace takes control of the play before it gets out of hand. You know,
here we'll have a free po by Annabelle. We saw that big shot she had earlier. Let's see if she can do it again here on the restart.
Quick spin. It's Staller doing what she does best. That was Abby Staller with the duck and dive, nearly dodged and finished.
That is 3 quick ones for Abby Stoller. I told you she would heat up, and she did.
That's right. Stoller gets down low, playing like an absolute bulldog. And shouldn't she be? As the band choruses in with the Yale University Bulldogs alma mater. Now listen to that rally cry as a crowd of thousands is on their feet for the next face-off. It's McDonough looking to go 2 for 2.
This face-off is brought to you by the people that brought you the Fire Festival. We'll see who wins this draw. And another takeaway check by Rosen.
Well, that'll go down in the stat sheet as a face-off win for Blue. Benson doing what she does best, and Rosen taking her turn, breaking up the play.
Rosen, we know her as a feeder. We know her as a great offensive player, really showing how dangerous she can be defending here in the first half.
McDonough through a triple, doesn't make it. And it's back to Liel. We were saying before the break, Nate, that Liel earned the nickname the Goat Banot. The greatest of all time, and of course Banot meaning girls in Hebrew. So they call Liel the Goat Banot. She is the greatest of all of the women on and off the field, and an excellent stop has led to a possession for her team. It's Benson, known as a special teamer, but working a little bit here on the offense.
Here is Jackie, again, quarterbacking the offense from behind. You can see her directing traffic. She takes Reese. I like this matchup for Jackie. She's been quiet here in the last couple possessions.
Directing it, wow. That was a chop from Gittleman. What was going through her head? That was a maniacal play.
That was dangerous. Here is Jackie on the free po. I tell you, I'm feeling a goal here.
Smart money would be on you, Mr. Lapat.
Oh, and it's off the post, just inches away.
A little bit of metallic luck, as we call it. And it's through off the keeper. Looks like Brooke Perlman in the game. And they get that one over easy to Brooke. There's Lasaki carrying. Wow, she looks dangerous.
That is great defense by Applebaum behind the net.
Rosen on the wing. Staring down Stoller. Gittleman.
Gittleman working around the crease.
Here's Bean with a spin and a finish that, oh, absolute circus of a shot that gets right past Liel. That was a mighty flick into the back of the net.
How about that for some flair for the dramatic? Truly beautiful goal there. The shovel shot off hip. Great placement, great shot, very skilled. You really see this white team, everybody starting to fire on offense. Getting a lot of people involved. They're spreading the ball. They are looking really good on offense.
You know, and on a shot like that, there's not much that the goaltender can do. But that blue defense seemed to have a little bit of a beating of the minds as to what led to that opportunity. We'll see if things change here for this blue defense as McKellen takes another face-off. It'll be blue this time.
Deciding not to force the issue here.
McKellen to Gittleman, sneaks one in, short side. That's another finish for White, breaking our tie. We've got a 9-8 ball game.
I tell you, Reese truly playing a phenomenal game here in the first half so far. She has been balling out. Truly one of the most talented players on the field and great person off the field.
Excellent person off the field. Volunteers, interacts with the public on a daily basis. Just a fan favorite here in Ashkelon.
Truly.
I'm getting word from our producers that she does not interact with the public at all here in the winter bubble. Hey, that's a mistake by me, a rare one.
And here you see White pushing transition. Yeah, Rachel Rosen looking.
And as time expires, Rachel Rosen lets one fly to no avail. And then
Showing up on film in a positive way out.
And the band closes out right at the start of this quarter. The half is open. It looks like that'll be white ball.
Here we are with a very highly contested, closely contested first half. We'll see what the second half brings us.
Here's White working quickly. Big righty look to McDonough. Stoller carrying. Oh, and
Great defense by Hall.
she's bodied up by Sarah Meisenberg. I was in her face like a Zoom call. And that was backside look and a finish. Jackie Stoller with the feed.
Finished by Lauren. She is going to be attending Amherst Community College, obviously the alma mater of the beloved Ian Kadish.
Well, there's a lot of good action there at Amherst. It's great to see such great teamwork and collegiate play out of those two teams.
As we have McDonough and Annabelle on the draw, the game all knotted at 9.
very dramatic face-off here. The score is 9-9. And Blue gets possession. Ball's over and across. Oh, there was a look on through, but Stoller had her back to the cage. That's all right. Blue will slow the ball down and put through. It's a stone-cold shove right through a bottom corner of the net. Didn't really expect that. I thought she was totally bodied up. But what do I know? I'm just a broadcaster.
Great finish there. She scores too quickly. She's starting to heat up on attack. That is Lauren with her second consecutive goal, only about 30 seconds apart.
But you look over at the keeper in white, she's thinking, man, I'd really like to have that last one back.
Yes, as that puts White ahead at 10-9. Now in position to win the game, as they do have more goals.
Well, it seems like the keeper's refusing to let that one go. But she's trying to get back to the heart of her teammates here for the next opportunity. And here's Wasaki absolutely bundled there on the field. White's over, bracketed by the D. A flip at the X. And there's Gilman working in her office. Offense working the upper part of the fan. Here's McDonough.
A rollback, truly a great move. And I believe the call there was shooting space, and Rosen will have a free po. I think she's going to look to feed here. Quite possible. Not to Reese on the backside, but we will see.
There's the feed. It's time. McDonough. McDonough with a huge finish.
I told you, Rosen loves to look to feed off of the free po. Great field vision, as we've been saying, and a great feed to Mac the Stunner McDonough. Those two have connected for a bunch of goals here so far in this ballgame.
Is there anyone else you'd rather be throwing a ball to than McKellen McDonough? That girl catches everything.
I tell you, I had a chance to catch up with Rachel Rosen before this game. Her birthday is coming up, and she told me all she wants to do is get to say the Patsi Kaddish at synagogue. Very heartwarming, I've thought.
Love a nice Jewish girl name.
Rosen pushing transition, surveying the field, see if she can make anything of it.
White working for comfort, Bean with a finish, absolutely getting loud in front of the cage.
Bean flicks the ball into the net. She has had a couple here. That is her, I believe, second goal of the game after a very crafty shovel shot for a goal in the first half.
Well, you knew she'd be able to fit two in there after that first one. Let's see if she can squeeze a third one. Past this keeper. Looks like Shayna Heck's talking to her defense and trying to figure out how. There's so much blank space there on the backside.
Shayna Heck, an excellent goalie out of Temple from Philadelphia.
Let's go,
Gotta say, look for her to start to make some big saves here in the second half.
Her team will need it. Here's another tie game.
Huge ground ball by Rosen.
Rosen to McKellen McDonough, who this time misses the cage. A great feed, a great connection. And it looks like the keeper was closest. That's Hecht taking this one back.
Great outlet pass there by Hecht, as we have Jackie Stoller pushing transition where we know she is dangerous.
Jackie to Abby. Doesn't like her look. Finds something in the crease, and it's blocked by the goaltender. Not quite enough to get the ball back for White. Blue will have a reset.
Free po here for Lauren. Let's see what she makes of it.
And that is another goal coming off the stop.
3 consecutive goals for Lauren. She is really finding her stride here early in the second half.
Well, and the gals in blue are celebrating, and rightfully so. They've just taken a lead in this barn burner of a contest.
Huge draw here between Rosen and Annabelle. One clean by Rosen.
Easy work in that. And that's Gittleman. Oh, bangs it off the pipe. And it's hecked out of the goal. Confidently clearing, but oh, a misguided throw to Ha. And here's Rosen. White's got numbers. Blue's back on D. Here's B. To Wisaki. Patient, stops, pops, and gets it to Rosen. She was free for a second, and there she was on the crease, Nate, free as a bird.
Rosen with a great inside finish, a great feed, great cut. That was beautiful offense there by White. Rosen, a lot of inside finishing she does at Penn State. Her coaches love her on the crease as a finisher. Here we see her more primarily as a feeder, but it's her second goal of the day. She is playing quite a ball game.
Well, whether she's feeding, scoring, winning face-offs, that is a bird that can change. Thanks everybody at home. I know you love that. Another dramatic face-off brought to you by the Israel Lacrosse Band.
We're lining up for a redraw here. Rosen and Annabelle have been battling hard on the draws all day here. As you'll notice, something I have learned is, if you look closely, they look to Wally at his mouth to see when he will blow the whistle to try to gain an advantage on the draw. Something I found very interesting.
Well, anything that you can do to get a competitive advantage in a game like this. The score right now is 12-11. And as time ticks by, we see Gittleman working to B. Rosen to McDonough.
They settle the offense here. Looking to play slow.
To Rosen. Oh, and she sees a lot of commotion. Takes one in the rib, and she might need a second.
I tell you, that was a big hit there by Applebaum. She really got her with a good shot there.
Cross check to the gut.
That can't feel good.
Oh, no, and Rosen won't forget that either. She is a tough player mentally, and she keeps a long list of those who have wronged her out on the field. You can bet that she's going to be after it on this next possession.
I'm looking again. She loves to feed on the free po. Last time it ended in a goal. We'll see if Blue can figure out how to stop it. And what did I tell you, Pepe? Rosen with the assist off of the free po.
And Rosen looks back at the infracting defender, Applebaum, and says, "Hey, pal, thanks for the memories. How'd you like that score?"
Applebaum, as some of you may well know, an avid trash talker. So we'll see how that affects the rest of this ball game. Not seen on camera, but quite the crowd of locals coming to watch this very closely contested ball game here in Ashkelon National Stadium.
now we've got a 2-goal game. White with the advantage. He's been a little quiet lately. Benson inserting herself back into the play. Here's Stoller. Stoller's absolutely been bracketed since those early goals. She'll need to rely on someone else. It looks like Benson. Flips to Stoller. And that shot is through. It's Stoller. She hucked that one best she could. She was maybe living on a prayer as that one came through. Well, that's all you need when you've got eyes like that attached to a ball thrown by Jackie Stoller.
I tell you, the Stollers really carrying this blue offense as they pull within one. This game, I tell you, we have not seen the last lead change. I'll tell you that.
No, there's plenty of fight left in this blue squad, and we've got plenty of fight songs queued up to our sound engineers working exclusively with the Israel Lacrosse Band. That ball is flipped one cleanly by Benson. That gal is everywhere on the face-off. That's a shot that doesn't make its way in.
A great feed there by Jackie. As Lauren was looking to score her 4th goal of the quarter.
Stoller, back, your feed.
Good bang. She directs her offense as we've seen her do many times in this game.
Choosing a hard, formidable opponent in Sarah Meisenberg. She'll look to spin it to someone else. Making yourself known, didn't have the space and get somebody up in the girls. Well, start there.
That foul was on Middleman. Wally should watch out as he might be on her list now.
In and through and connects for a goal.
I tell you, that was a great play there by Benson off of the free throw. She has really done it all here for this blue squad, picking up ground balls, scoring goals. She has played quite the ball game thus far.
You know, Nate, she's been all over the field. It's about time that she made her way onto the score sheet.
And we are all knotted here at 13. Like I said, this blue squad will not go away. As you see, former player, current coach Rachel Scheinberg giving some advice to Reese Skittleman. They sure miss her out there on the field. Truly another phenomenal player that is unfortunately out with a back injury today. You hate to see that.
A horrific back injury. And Blues back on offense. The band quiets down to a murmur and lets the offense work. Blue, comfortable with the ball in a tight game.
Ball with Stoller.
Switches field, Stoller directing the O again.
Good matchup, so she takes it to her strong hand. Great defense, though, by number 153. Quite the jersey number.
1 minute.
That is a great take there by Hannah, I tell you. She's been quiet so far, but here she is with the free po. See if she can make something of it.
Let's see the call. Oh, and it's a great deflection of that shot. That was Rosen who came in from the wing. An impressive effort. Stoller at the X. Looking frustrated. Needs some help off ball, and she finds it. At the point. Getting through, and a top shell finish. A beautiful one by number 29, Annabelle.
I tell you, they were really respecting that big outside shot that we saw her score with in the first half. And that set up a nice face dodge to a finish. That's great offense. Great play there by Annabelle.
Looks like there's 1 minute left in this game.
Again, it's almost like I told you so as Blue retakes the lead.
White has shown all day that they've got what it takes to answer a goal with one of their own. And Rosen's on the dot. She looks mean and mad, ready to take the draw. And it's up. And she won't go without it. Gets it to teammate Mac McDonough. McDonough in. Looking for feeds. Beam behind.
Less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter as White looks to capitalize to tie the game up before we head into the fourth.
White offense is very efficient, but not on shots like that.
Great save by Shayna Heck.
And that will wave off the end of the piece. Here's the opening draw on the fourth. And it's up. Looks like it'll be blue ball.
Big possession here to open up the fourth quarter as Jackie Stoller brings the ball in.
Here's Stoller. Blue will flip. Defense all over it. Like the time, another flip. This time it's absolutely enough to get through.
And that is a hat trick for Annabelle. And one as there's a flag down. Great take. She's having a hell of a ball game.
Now, when she marches down and gets that S dodge, she doesn't quit.
Now you see, going strong to her right hand, ducks inside her defender, finishes the shuffle. That's a textbook play there by Annabelle.
Yeah, she might be all right, but that finish certainly was too. That'll do, Nate. And it's 15-13. Blue here in the fourth. Wow, quick win by Benson. Who's surprised?
Crossfield pass from Stoller to Stoller, and the ball's on the ground.
Rare misconnection there. There's McDonough. Absolutely beautiful ground ball. Gets a step up on her man, and oh, it's a stop by Liel. An absolute brick wall behind the defense.
Great take there by McDonough. Love to see her put that one on cage, but I'm sure this White offense has something a-brewing on this possession. Notably missing from the White offense right now is star player Rachel Rosen, who went down with an apparent foot injury. We'll see how that affects the outcome of this game, as clearly she was their quarterback on offense.
Well, Nate, and we saw her so active in that first half, in those first three quarters, up until she took that shot. Now, I'm not sure if that was the play she was injured on, but man, I know she must be hurting, doing so much on offense today.
Her team will miss her here in the fourth. We'll see how they can make up for it if they want to win this ball game.
Well, it's going to mean some big play.
Free po here for Stoller.
Kelly
scored on her last one. Declines to shoot here.
And it's off Layton. Layton has been money in cage.
Back in the game, back like she never left with another big save. I tell you, she is one hard goaltender to score on.
Meisenberg running through the defense. Flips to Osaki. McDonough to Beam. being a creative director on offense. Doesn't love what she sees, so she takes it herself, and she'll pull that back out. McDonough cuts, nothing there. Twist to Gittleman.
Gittleman surveying the field. She's shown her abilities as a finisher. Let's see how she does as a feeder. And it's a good pass into Mack, unable to corral the ball though.
That won't matter for White. 1, 2, and a stop! Clutch by Liel.
Blue pushing transition here. This could be dangerous. Stoller trailing. One more to Stoller, and that is a finish. Stoller to Stoller. We've told you about it all game. They connect again. Those two are very dangerous, especially in transition, Pep.
Well, that was a funky look on offense.
Way to turn defense to offense there. Great tic-tac-toe passing.
Hey, and especially after a beautiful feed from Ha to Mack down on the crease. It was a massive stop by Liel. And what happened? Another save, another transition goal for this team in blue. And look at Liel. She is locked and loaded.
White clearly missing Rosen on offense, as now they are down 3 in the 4th quarter. They need a stop and a goal if they want to stay in this ball game.
Blue working from behind.
Jackie, as she slows the pace down.
White really needing the help here. Could be a big stop.
Oh, a behind the back shot from Lauren. She's been scoring. Why not?
Scoring Lauren, that's what they call her. Benson taking matters into her own hands again and pushes it wide.
Layton all over that one.
Layton on the clear.
She is showing off those wheels. I tell you, that girl has great feet. And a great pass there.
White dodges the alley. And this looks like it'll be a reset. Yeah, goaltender Kelly Layton was full on galloping out of the cage on that play. Here's Gittleman, who slides it right past Liel. Wow, a beautiful finish by Reese.
Another goal for Reese. I tell you, she has had one hell of a ball game here. Scoring again as White pulls to within 2. They are right back in this one thanks to Reese Gittleman, who has really shown out this afternoon.
Speaking of Reese Gittleman, she was recently featured on the Hot Goss Pod, the hottest gossip podcast here in the Israel Lacrosse Winter Bubble. And you can find more content from the Hot Goss Pod on www.hotgosspod.net/hotgosspod.com pod.
You know, I tuned into that first episode, Pep, and there was some juicy content. I tell you that.
Well, they wouldn't call it the Hot Goss Pod if the goss wasn't hot, Nate. We'll see who's on the next episode of the Hot Goss Pod. I'm sure it'll be as riveting as this 14-16 game. That's White moving early, resulting in a ball back for Blue. Benson to Stoller.
That was quite the gamble there by Ha. I don't know about that one. If you're going to go for that, you got to get it. As now you have a very dangerous player in Abby Stoller with the free po. Short for free possession for those of you who don't know the lingo.
Will she get lucky by a bailout by Kelly Layton? Making a case for MVP in this game if her team can pull off a W. And wow, that was a huge, bone-jarring hit from Stoller on Gittleman.
Stoller not happy with that call, but this ain't the NFL, and you can't do that. So we see White possess the ball here.
And I'm at this point just in awe of Liel and the way that she responds when her back is against the wall. It does not matter what the defense does, if they can hold up, if they can create a bad shot or what. It's Liel, Liel, Liel. I've been saying it all season long. Blue back on offense. Top of the wing. Will they flip? They do. And back again. Wysocki. Mean on D, creates a turnover.
That's a big
Not
ground
all the way
ball.
through. It's back to Blue. They'll need it. Oh, it's late and breaks up the play.
I tell you, the goaltenders are really showing out today.
It looks like there could have been an errant stick that went up to the face of one of the gals in blue. Not sure who that is down, but it's not going to be enough to take her out of the play. White, over. Wysocki, defenders trailing, stick in front, gets off a shot, and it's a beautiful goal.
Wow, I tell you, she put on the burners and took off right down Ben Gurion Street for the goal. No one was stopping her. She had the wheels moving, a great low finish. Wysocki really turning it on here in the fourth quarter as White pulls to within one, Kev.
Wow, that girl can zoom. She really can.
Right back to the draw she goes. This is a big draw.
White rotating face-off personnel with Rosen still out of the game.
It's a big ground ball here from Eisenberg.
A spin to Gittleman. No one on it, and she works to the alley. Benson. A Swiss Army knife on D. Bean.
A cut from McDonough there. Defended well by Annabelle.
A lot of off-ball movement for White. Let's
Very
see if
notable
Reese gets a
here.
look.
We have Rachel Rosen return to the game.
Finds one. That's Wysocki getting stuffed again by Liel. And Nate, you're right. It does look like Rosen has returned to the field. She is a free radical. I don't think she's been noticed yet. Playing free safety here in this clear. That's a turnover. And it's going to be, taken too high. You have to make the most of your opportunities when they come that easy. That was like taking candy from a baby.
I tell you, that one was served up on a silver platter, but it's okay because White retains possession. And we'll see the impact Rosen can make as she's back out there. They have sure missed her in their settled offense here so far in the fourth quarter, or second half, but we'll see how they do with her return to play. McDonough with the free po.
And here's the quick reset. Passed off. And it's broken up. Here's Applebaum.
The fish hook mouth guard out the side of the mouth. That's a great block.
Absolutely chewing on that mouth guard from that. And it'll be White ball. Rosen looks to do it all. Sees Wysocki and flings it to her. Wysocki feeling confident after the last goal. And White's going to need
I
to
tell
be
you,
very
Pep,
patient.
this is a big possession here for White.
1 goal game.
As it's a 1-goal game, they could use one here.
Wysocki to Bean. Bean looking to Gittleman. It wasn't there. Here's Rosen.
Stoller on it. McDonough not choosing to force the issue there with the crease feed.
Camping on Rosen, challenging her to go left. Might she? With the feed, oh, and it's just a little bit too long for that offense, and it ends up in the stick of our protagonist, Leah.
I tell you, that is a huge stop for the blue defense. They really needed that one.
Oh, and it turned right
Short
back around
lived,
into a white ball. And will this one be absolutely, unquestionably the tying goal?
Wow, what a goal there. Great ride by White as Stunna McDonough buries it into the back of the net. Tie the game. I tell you, Stunna McDonough has had quite the ball game here, really racking up the points.
Nate, I'll tell you who else has had quite the ball game, and that's the Israel Lacrosse Band. You can hear them off in the distance, playing that favorite song that they're always playing.
That favorite song. Big draw here as we have a tied game in the fourth quarter. And as we said earlier, you need the ball to score goals. And you need to score goals to win the ball game.
There's Benson, the lax vacuum, with another GB. Loose, slow, and play. Going to be extremely careful here in a 16-16 contest. Stoller working to Benson. Benson moves in, and it's Stoller. Dodging with a head up, looking to create a mismatch. Stoller. Minute and a half left to go.
Great pick and roll there.
Abby Stoller. Wow, she looks like she caught. Is that a stick right to the upper half of her?
I tell you, that was a big hit.
Almost a hit to the face. Let's see if she's all right.
See if she can capitalize here on the free po. On her strong side with the stick in her right hand. I would be nervous if I were White.
Here's Stoller with the shot. Great defense. She was absolutely swallowed up.
I tell you, she would have been if it weren't for the penalty, and we're back with another free po. Let's see if they can do it again.
All right, well, she needs a redo after that attempt. Here comes Stoller. She certainly deserves it. Adjusting some of her equipment, it seems. I mean, after that first hit, she was nearly wearing her uniform backwards. Here's Stoller in, getting the ball to safety. And a flip. Here's Benson.
Great defense there by Rosen.
On Rosen. "60 seconds left in this contest." Stoller. Ooh. Draws a flag. And that'll be a free set, a reset for Stoller here in the last minute of the game.
I tell you, they need a goal here. Short time, chance to take the lead. This is a huge play.
Reset. And they choose to continue possession. They might be holding for a last shot here, Nate.
You know, Pep, I have heard of worse strategies. The goal here would essentially end the game if they take enough time off of the clock.
Abby Stoller with the ball. 30 seconds. And here's Benson making a turn.
A wide open Jackie Stoller that she didn't see.
Lets one fly, pushes it just past the pipe. Here comes a quick one. Oh, and that one bounces off the collarbone of Stoller. And that girl has been gotten beaten up. And Rosen runs right out of her frames.
Tell you, only 7 seconds remain here. Not sure if they're going to be able to pull this one off, but if they could, that would be one of the most incredible finishes we've ever seen.
Well, Rosen's your gal. We saw her try to finish the last quarter with a full field shot. Let's see what happens on this one. Another rock to the crease. McDonough with the ball. 3 seconds. Doesn't get it off. At least not well enough to test Liel. And this game, Nate, is going into overtime.
There is nothing I like some free lacrosse.
Rosen with the face-off win here in overtime. Will she go all the way? Oh, it's stopped!
What a save there to keep Blues' hopes alive as Stoller pushes back in transition.
I tell you, the trumpets are blowing furiously here in overtime for the Israel Lacrosse Band.
I tell you, Stoller with a chance to win the game here after drawing a shooting space foul on Meisenberg. Let's see if she can put it away.
Past her outstretched foot, and Blue is going to take home a big W in this series.
Wow,
and
what a game
so,
that was.
Everybody is swarming Liel, who had an overtime stop on the doorstep. That's our hero, and that's our broadcast. We came from live from Ashkelon. Nate, what a day.
You know, that was a fun one, Pepe.